Hi, this is Kathianne Lewis, and we are smack dab in the middle of some really holy times. Although I know all times are holy, that's what I say. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. And yet, this is the time that so many millions of people through thousands of years have thought this time is holy. Last night we had the winter solstice, and so many countries and civilizations have put their focus on the winter solstice. I'm not sure exactly why they did that. Perhaps it was because they saw that, yes, we've come to the end of winter. We're coming to the end of the dark times. We're being born again. The sun's being born again. I guess, I don't know. And then you have Christmas, where the Son of God is born. Well, let's start with that. Let's do that. There's a whole lot of talk out there about the second coming of Christ. And Christ, which is a consciousness, was consciously recognized by someone named Joshua ben Joseph. And that meant Joshua, son of Joseph. And I do believe there was a real person. I do believe that his life got became a myth, and the stories became big. But I do believe that he had a following and he had a way of living that he really wanted to share with others. And that following was called the way. But he got that way by being inwardly taught by the wisdom within, by the God within, the Christ within. That's how Ernest Holmes defines it, as the Christ within. And so the second coming is not about Jesus showing up again, because why would he? I mean, would we even pay attention to him? I mean, think about it. He'd have dark skin and curly hair, and so there's a whole bunch of people that wouldn't recognize him anyway. And if they did show up and said, we got to love our neighbor, then there'd be people who say, but not that neighbor. So no, that's not going to do us any good. For him to come back would not do us any good. The second coming is when another person accepts the Christ within and lets that be the authority in their life. That their authority comes from an inner sense of their connection with the divine, and not an outward reaction to what's happening around them. So they're centered within and driven by their values and their spiritual connection, instead of being reactive to what's going on. That to me is the second coming. So when we celebrate this thing we're going to be celebrating tomorrow night, which is Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve, we're really celebrating that second coming within ourselves. The birth of that idea that we are all sons and daughters of the Most High. That birth of an idea that we can have spiritual authority in the material world. Because that's what Jesus believed, and Buddha had believed, and Krishna believed, and Muhammad believed. The great saints and sages came to this place of knowing that when you are awake to your inner divine authority, you're the master of your own experience. Now, to me, that's what Christ Mass is, a celebration of the Christ, not the celebration of a man who lived and died thousands of years ago, but the celebration of the awakening within humanity of God's presence within our lives and within the world of affairs. Now that's something to celebrate, don't you think? I hope you join me. Come on. Rafe Perlman, good music, good times. I hope to see you there. Bye.
With me. Joy, 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 joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love. Yeah, joy, 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 joy. Happy dance.
Come on and clap. Some joy.
Wonders, oh wonders of His love. Joy, 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 and let me sing about some joy.